Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dominic Palma. I'll be your amateur host here today, and welcome to Track to Tarmac. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be learning about two things here today, and those two things are oversteer and understeer. Now, let's get into it. So let me put it like this. Oversteer. That's when you're driving and your rear tires lose grip, causing you to turn more than expected, and you fly off the cliff and you die. Now, understeer. You guys are going to love this one. That's when you're driving and your front tires lose grip, causing you to turn less than expected, and you fly off the cliff and you die. Now, both of these result in possibly horrible, agonizing death. We don't want that. So, I'm going to teach you some things that are going to help you out. Now, I'm going to explain why this all happens, to give you a good understanding of the situation you can find yourself in and hopefully prevent it in the first place. Okay, so we're going to start with oversteer. First point I want you to notice is taking corners too fast. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Taking a corner too fast, you're going to lose traction, and you're going to spin out. Too much throttle mid-turn. If you're driving too fast, beyond the limits of your traction, around a corner, you're going to lose control, and you're either going to oversteer or you're going to understeer. Now, this is one I want you to really notice. Lift off, oversteer. Okay, let me explain this. This is where you're driving, and you lift off the gas too suddenly. What you're doing is effectively shifting all the weight from the rear of the car now to the front of the car with the change in speed. So now that the weight's in the front, the rear tires are going to lose traction, causing you to, say it with me now, oversteer. Now, this next one, rough inputs. What does that mean? What are you talking about? What is rough inputs? Blah, blah. What do you mean inputs? Like, are we doing like computer stuff? No. Let me explain. This is where you're braking or you're steering too harsh or suddenly, and you're going to overload the tires, causing you to effectively lose traction, and you're going to, say it with me now, oversteer. Yes. Now, if there's any one of these that I need you to take away, it's this last one. Rear wheel drive, or RWD. No one says RWD, it's rear wheel drive. But for the sake of this, RWD. RWD, or rear wheel drive, is where the car is made so that the rear wheels are the wheels that put down the power or handle acceleration. So effectively, when you're lifting off the gas, like lift off, oversteer, or you're slamming down on them too hard, you're effectively shifting all the weight from the rear of the car now to the front of the car, causing them to spin out. And since rear-wheel drive cars are reliant on traction needing to be kept in the rear, because that's where the power is coming from, you're going to oversteer. Yes, so they're more common for this because it's easier for them to oversteer. Now, okay, so now we're going to be talking about understeer. Number one, just like with oversteer, taking corners too fast is dangerous, people. Okay, when you're pushing beyond your limits in the corner, you're going to lose grip and you're going to lose traction. Thus, say it with me now, you're going to understeer. Number two and number three, they really go together. They're really just rough inputs once again, but I want to be different because I'm the one making the videos, so live with it. Okay, harsh braking. Once again, if you're braking or if you're steering too hard or too suddenly, you're going to overload your tires, thus losing traction in the front. Thus, say it with me now, you're going to understeer. Now, once again, too much throttle. Imagine this. You're driving down Palo Verde, passing Milliken, cruising in a smooth 30. Then, machine open straight. You slam on the gas, next thing you know, you're doing 60. I know you've all felt it when the car goes like this, and you're leaning in the back of your seats. So, What's that doing is as you're speeding up, you're moving the weight from the front of the car now to the rear of the car. Now imagine doing that in a corner while turning. You're going to lose traction in the front because now all the weight is in the rear, thus leading you to, say it with me now, understeer. Now, there's one thing I need you to take away from this. It's this last one. Once again, this is FWD. Here's what it stands for: front wheel drive. This is not WD-40. This is FWD, damn it. Front wheel drive. So, here's how this works. This is how the front wheels are the ones that put down the power instead of rear wheel drive, where it's the rear ones. But the problem with front wheel drive is this. They have to put down the power, they have to handle steering, while also handling braking. Now, while handling three things at the same time can overwork the front tires, thus leading to a loss in traction, and follow me now, once again, say it with me, lead to understeer. Now, I'm going to explain how to get out of these situations. When you're experiencing oversteer, here's what you're going to want to do. First, you're going to want to countersteer. This is where you turn it into the slide to help you regain control. Second, you're going to ease off the throttle gently. Emphasis on gently. But as you ease off throttle, you're going to help the rear tires re-grip, helping you gain even more control. Now, third, you're going to want to use smooth inputs, no harsh, sudden jerking movements with your braking, steering, or gas. Okay? Help you regain full control of the car. When you're experiencing understeer, there's three things you need to do. Number one, ease off throttle. As you ease off the throttle, you're bringing weight that was in the rear of the car back to the front of the car, which is helping your front tires re-grip. Second, reduce steering. As you slowly unwind the steering wheel, you're reducing the slip angle of your front tires. Third, light braking. As you brake lightly, you're also helping move the weight that was in the rear of the car back to the front, which helps the front tires re-grip. I hope you learned lots from today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Track to Tarmac.